Imagine, if you can, a world void of laughter. A world where the joyful echo of chuckles and the heartwarming sound of giggles have been replaced by an eerie silence. A world where laughter, once the universal language of joy and amusement, has been outlawed due to its disruptive energy. In this world, laughter is a forgotten melody, a lost art. It's an echo from a past that feels as distant as a dream. The citizens have been conditioned to stifle their giggles, suppress their chuckles and swallow their mirth. The spontaneity of a hearty laugh, the simple joy of a shared joke, the catharsis of a good belly laugh. All these are distant memories, relics of a bygone era. Among the faceless masses in this laughterless world, there is a janitor. He cleans and sweeps, his days as monotonous as the sterile white walls he polishes. The janitor is a silent figure moving through the corridors of life with a broom in hand and a void in his heart. He is lonely, but it's not for a lack of companionship. It's a deep longing for something more, something missing. He can't quite put his finger on it, but it's there, a nagging feeling at the back of his mind. It's like a word on the tip of his tongue that he can't quite remember, a song that he's forgotten the tune to. He yearns for something that will break the monotony, something that will infuse colour into his grayscale existence. His life, like everyone else's, is devoid of the vibrancy and vitality that laughter once brought. But deep down, he senses the absence, the silent vacuum where laughter used to reside. He yearns for the sound that used to fill the air with joy, the sound that used to bring people together, the sound that used to make life worth living. In this silent world, a janitor roams alone, oblivious to the adventure that lies ahead. In the heart of this quiet monotony, a secret awaited discovery. Picture this: a lonely janitor, going about their routine, stumbles upon a hidden collection. Not of gold or jewels, but of something far more precious in this laughter-starved world. Stand-up comedy routines. These aren't just any old recordings, mind you. They're a veritable treasure trove, a time capsule of humour from a bygone era. The janitor, intrigued, can't help but delve into this unexpected find. The recordings crackle to life, one after another, each one more captivating than the last. Laughter, once a distant memory, now echoes through the janitor's lonely existence. The janitor's curiosity is sparked, their interest piqued. Could this be it? Could this be the key to bring back the joy of laughter that's been lost? And so the janitor found a treasure that was more than just dusty old tapes. It was the sound of a forgotten joy. In a world that had forgotten to laugh, the janitor decided to remember. This solitary figure, surrounded by brooms and dustbins, had stumbled upon a treasure, not gold or jewels, but something far more precious: laughter. It was an echo from the past, a memory of a time when people expressed joy unabashedly, when humour was a shared experience, not a forbidden luxury. The janitor, in the solitude of the night, had discovered this magic, the magic of stand-up comedy. There it was, the power to laugh in the face of adversity, the power to find humour in the mundane, the power to connect with others through shared amusement. The janitor could feel it, the sheer energy of laughter, its contagious nature, the way it could light up even the darkest corners of the world. The conflict was evident, the decision not easy. To bring back laughter would mean to disrupt the silence, to challenge the status quo, to face the risk of retribution. The janitor could choose to keep the laughter a secret, a personal escape from the monotony of life, or they could take a leap of faith, share the forgotten art of comedy, and bring back the joy that had been missing from the world for so long. The janitor weighed the pros and cons, the risk versus the reward. The reward: a world filled with laughter, a world where people could express their joy, their amusement, their humanity. The risk: the wrath of a world that had forgotten how to laugh, that had outlawed this expression of joy due to its disruptive energy. But the decision was made. The janitor felt it in their heart, the need to share this treasure, this gift of laughter. They understood, perhaps more than anyone, the power of a good laugh, the healing it could bring, the unity it could foster. And so the janitor decided the world needed laughter, even if it came with a price. Every choice has a consequence, and the janitor was no exception. In a world stripped of the joyous symphony of laughter, the janitor had chosen to play the forbidden tune. Their decision, while bold and brave, was not without potential repercussions. The silent world had grown comfortable in its tranquility, and the disruptive energy of laughter, once a source of shared human connection, was now viewed as an unwelcome disturbance. One could only speculate on what the consequences might be for such a defiant act. Would the janitor be ostracized, banished from society for daring to reintroduce the forbidden sound? Or would they face a more severe punishment, perhaps even imprisonment? The laws against laughter were severe and enforced with an iron fist. After all, they were there to protect the peace and order of society, or so the authorities claimed. Yet, there was also a slim possibility that the janitor's actions could spark a revolution. Perhaps others too were yearning for the sound of laughter, missing its cathartic release and the sense of shared joy it brought. Perhaps the janitor was not alone in their longing for a world filled with laughter. Could their act of defiance be the spark that ignited a rebellion, a revolution of laughter? The anticipation hung heavy in the air as the janitor, having made their decision, prepared to face the consequences. They had chosen to stand against the silence, to challenge the status quo, to bring back the sound of laughter. It was a daring choice, one that could change their life forever, for better or worse. But uncertainty wasn't enough to deter the janitor. They had made their choice and were prepared to face whatever came their way. As the sound of the first laugh echoed through the silent world, a defiant declaration of rebellion, the janitor braced for the consequences. But what they were, only time would tell.